Hello, everyone. Welcome to BizChicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today I'm here with my friend and colleague, Miss Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva. I'm Terralina from California Cover Ups, and we are the BizChicks. We'd like you to sit back, relax, and join in the conversation. We're so happy to have you here this morning. You know, on Mondays, we always just like to have a topic that we think will help us reframe and engage in things that will help us to have a positive outcome in the course of running our lives and our businesses. So we hope you'll join in and just let us know how you feel about this topic. How you doing, Fran?
I'm doing well, and welcome to our Facebook user. If you can put your name in there so we'll know who to address, and everybody watching live and on the replay, thank you for tuning in. Today's conversation is centered about our attitude,
Mm-hmm.
uh, choosing our attitude. We can choose. Uh, a lot of times, sometimes we may not know that we can choose an attitude.
Or
And
we may not stop long enough to choose an attitude because, you know, life can come at you from some different angles. I,
mhm.
I always like to say life can take some twists and unexpected twists and turns. Uh, but yeah, so you may need to just, oh, what would Jill say? Breathe.
So you
Woosah.
can choose. So you can choose an attitude
Mm-hmm.
that you will want to embrace. I know Mark talks about that. He says, "Choose who you're going to be today.
I love that.
Are you going to be that triumphant business owner, or are you going to be that monumental mom? Whatever it is, choose your attitude today."
Mm-hmm.
Hey, uh, hey, TK, thank you for tuning in.
Hi, good morning.
So we're talking about uh, choosing your attitude.
Mm,
Okay. Um, and our attitude has a really a profound effect on our lives. And there's an art to choosing your attitude.
okay.
And okay, anyway, let's get into it.
Mark says he's choosing peace today.
All
Good
right.
choice.
Right. Especially when there's so much
Mhm.
chaos and so much things that are happening. Go ahead and read his comment.
He says, can I just say that I'm having a day? Podcast host was hacked, holding all of the audio files hostage. What? So all of my episodes past and the ones that I recorded for the next 2 weeks are gone. I declare that they will be restored.
And I say, Mark, you have them on YouTube. Yes. Are they on YouTube? Because even if they are not where you posted them on, whatever that hosting
Hmm.
situation was, if you uploaded them to your YouTube channel, they should still be there. So, um, I- you know what? I agree with you for peace because all hope is not gone. That must mean you have some really profound things that are going to change people's lives if the it's getting hacked and stuff. What did you tell us um, about perseverance and still going through and showing up even in the midst of um even in the midst of adversity? You talk to us, and you have always long told us that the thing you're going through is it's a we still have to go through some things. There will be challenges.
Hmm. Now, Terrell says this to you, Mark. She says, restored. all your information will change lives. Your information is so important. It's not going to go undiscovered and unutilized. It will be back. So Mark's
Right.
right this, friend.
Mark says the ones on YouTube are still playing, but gone from every other podcast platform, which makes no sense because it uploads from the RSS feed. It is everybody's podcast on this host server, and it.
Mm,
I would like to maybe ask offline,
yeah.
or if you would like to share who the host server is. Um, there may be a workaround because, like you said, it's from an RSS feed, which means it should not be gone.
Hmm.
But I agree with Terrell.
I do
Restored.
too.
We call
That
it
all
restored.
is going to be well. And I'm so glad that in the middle of this, he's at peace. That's the
Right.
first thing he said.
I
He said,
choose. He said, "I'm choosing peace." And see, he chose an attitude. There, this is a good lesson for all of us
mhm,
because we could go. He could have not chosen peace and
and been
really
upset and, just all over the place. But you decided to choose peace. And you know what? When you choose peace, you're able to think better because you're not distracted by
hmm
all of the possibilities that probably will never happen. You
right,
understand what
right,
I'm saying?
right.
And
Yeah.
if something is missing, I'm sure someone is working on it to restore it. Okay, he says he has a response here, friend.
He says, "I am in the process." Down one more.
Hmm.
He says, "I'm in the process of trying to restore all of them. As I told the podcast host, service people, it's not great, but it's not cancer."
I love that the fact that we can reframe this and get some perspective
Right,
because it just seems different things can seem so monumental at the time, only to
right.
find out that they're already fixed, um, or
And
that
that hopefully
it
they
could
have
be
a backup
worse.
plan.
Hmm.
Um,
And Terrell says yes, yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
so attitude is everything when it comes to um, the challenges we face, and rather we approach them with a mindset that empowers us to overcome it or not. When we choose a positive attitude, we open ourselves up to possibilities. That's
Hmm.
exactly what you said. So there are so many possibilities here. What, and then I'm gonna be Mark in this situation. What
Hmm.
is gained from this um, snafu? Is it a sign that we need to pick a different hosting platform? Because most hosting platforms send to everywhere, like Spotify, Apple,
Hmm.
Google, whatever. Um, they all do it. So is it a situation where you might be switching up? Is it a sign? I'm not, you know what I'm
Is it
saying?
a sign that we need to make sure that we have our own reservoir for
Right,
our information? So,
right.
in other words, what lessons can we learn from this? I think is what you're saying in essence.
Yes, in
Um,
essence.
yeah, and how do we move forward so that we can avoid this kind of anxiety in the future? But it's a great life lesson to share on your podcast, isn't it?
Right.
I mean,
It's a story. And, you might need to do 2 4-minute marks for it.
mhm,
Um, and I really am grateful that your podcast is on YouTube because it's there, right? It's not lost,
it's
um,
preserved. Yeah.
right? Um,
So, what does this do? Having gone through this, this cultivates what resilience and adaptability in the
mhm.
face of
Adversity.
Adversity.
Right.
Yes. So we're learning how to bounce back from things. And I love the fact that he's teaching us the practice of constant gratitude and perspective. He said it's not cancer. It's, it could, other things could be really be going on that are much more, life threatening. But when you lose something valuable like your content, Mark, I'm sure it is
And
impressive.
right. And and the podcast host was hacked.
Hmm.
Oh, so here's the thing he said, holding all of the audio files hostage. So are they trying to hold
To
it for
destroy
ransom?
the server or what's going on? We don't really know. I don't think we really know, but
Right.
all the details. I'm sure he's given us
Right. And
the
I mean, just because something, I
framework.
was like, wow. So taking that into consideration, is somebody hijacking your something that you are working on, and
Mm,
how are you going to respond to it? Things are not going the way it was planned.
mm-hmm.
Hey, Dr. Tachi, it wasn't going the way that it was planned. Oh, he says
Oh,
um, they are
wow!
holding it for ransom.
Here it is.
The FBI and Amazon, where they're built, are working on it. So that might be the Amazon pod. Okay, is that your you're touching something on your keyboard?
No, I
I
was
don't know.
handling my water.
Oh, okay. So the Amazon is not necessarily the hosting site, but they have Amazon Cloud services.
Mm.
So that wow, because Amazon provides servers for a lot of people. That's in addition
Oh,
to their store, they have
they host.
servers. Yeah, they host server where you can get server space uh, from Amazon. So
Wow.
so they're holding the hosting side is Podops. Okay, you might want to pivot. Um, did you have something on Anchor FM a while back, Mark? Um, and Dr. Tachi may know of a good place as
To
well.
host. Hmm.
Yeah, because yeah, and all of them will feed your programming out to the major outlets. So wow, I've
But
not
see,
heard of
but I
PodOps
tell you,
before.
if Amazon is on there, they're gonna do their best to fix it, Mark. So I'm with
Hmm.
you. I just let them handle it. And is G? Are you referring to Google? He says,
Oh, he said I did. I got a lifetime deal from Podops on AppSumo. Laugh out loud. He says I love a deal. Yeah, I have Anchor FM, and I don't know. I was just posting stuff, so I haven't been back over there in a minute. I need to post some stuff, and but this is a really live lesson on how you're going to handle the attitude that you're going to
yeah,
choose when the adversity hits, because and
exactly.
adversity can hit uh, many different ways, and it's uncertain, right? Isn't it?
Hmm.
Like the pandemic, that was definitely
Unforeseen.
unforeseen, unexpected, and it had a profound effect on everybody. We had
Hmm.
to choose different attitudes. Some people decided to work from home, and some people decided to play music for others. It's Spotify for podcasters. Yes, I still log in under Anchor FM, but it is Spotify. It did change over. Yes.
Hmm.
But they still pump it out to Apple and other places.
Yeah,
So
so the question today is, what attitude are you going to choose when adversity raises its ugly head? And we all face some form of adversity during the course of life. A lot of people face um, financial adversities,
mhm.
the trying to bounce back from unforeseen weather
Adversity, yes, yes.
experiences. We've had so much this year. We've had fires, we've had tornadoes off season, we've had floods in the middle of the desert. I mean, just heat, um, heat waves, and just all kinds of different things going. I mean, people are trying to bounce back from that. What is going to be your attitude by the time you get to the FEMA person, or you get to the insurance person, or you know, how do you bounce back from adversity?
I have a question.
Hmm.
Okay, everything that you talked about just now, FEMA and floods and stuff, normally you have a prepared plan for an emergency. You got a flashlight, you have bottles of water, you prepared, right? Is
Hmm.
it possible to prepare your attitude ahead of time?
Yes, it is. And I like what Mark said, because he sort of says the same thing I did to say. You know, listen, all said and done, I'm blessed to be here, to have the aggravation. Laugh out loud. In other words, a lot of people aren't even here to, what I mean, complain or to feel what I feel. And a lot of times, like if I have pain in my body, Mark, I will say, well, I just thank the Lord that I can feel that. You know,
Instead of it, oh my
not
gosh.
having any, just being paralyzed. So, it's all about reframing, and it helps you to get another perspective, learn the lessons you need to learn, um, just, you know, to deal with it.
So what are some of the ways that are watching and listening? What are some of the ways that you've prepared for
Prepared your attitude
attitude? What's some
for
of the ways that you have
unforeseen.
prepared, right, for some things that may come up? And there was a book that I was reading about choosing your thoughts for your
Mm,
day. You get to
hmm.
choose how you're going to think that day. And Mark has shared this with us before. Choosing who you'll be that day, choosing who's going to show up. We get to
Mm.
do that. We can prepare our attitude before the day begins. We can, I think there
This
was
is,
a orange juice commercial doing something like that. Like, okay, the wheel's going to fall off the bike and stuff, but if you had your orange juice, you're prepared to handle anything.
something. I was listening to Dr. Charles Stanley on YouTube this morning, and he was talking about controlling your thoughts and trusting. What's it say? Trusting God brings um, your thoughts and your attitude into alignment. So I thought that was interesting. There are things that you need to be saying to yourself. See that here's Mark saying, this is why I believe that meditation is an imperative way to start the day. Getting centered before you make your choice, so that craziness is simply an
Opportunity
opportunity instead of an
instead of an
obstacle.
obstacle.
And oh yes, Fran, what about the Chinese? They don't have a word for disaster.
They don't. They don't have a word for no. It's all opportunity.
It's an opportunity.
So we get an opportunity every day to choose how we're going to show up in the world. I get to choose. I can be the optimistic, fabulous business person, or I can be something else, but I get to choose that every single day.
Exactly.
Mm,
Exactly. And I tell you what, being optimistic and positive will improve your health. They even say it takes less wrinkles to smile. You know, you know. I can remember on when I was employed at one point, my supervisor wrote on my evaluation, inappropriate smiling. In other words, no matter what was going on, I was like, well, you know.
So the appropriate smile was supposed to be, I'm not, it ain't working right. It's amazing how other people want you to, if they're not in a good space, they want you to not be in a good space. You should be feeling like this too. Why?
Because I'm the supervisor and I want everybody to be grumpy up in here. Whatever, people. Okay. I'm not doing it with you. I'm not doing
Mm-mm.
that with you. Oh my gosh.
Um,
So yeah, people will try to get you to join the grumpy team, but I'm on the Mark Ward team. I mean, hey, all
yes.
everything is working together for my good.
My good. I don't know how this is. I just know this is going to be a good outcome. I'm going to learn something from this. I'm going to move forward, and regardless of what comes on the day, I will have a good day. I decide I'm gonna have a good day. I don't care
Oh,
what comes.
rejoice in the Lord always. And again, I say rejoice. You know, this is a day that He's made. I'll rejoice in it. So, you know, we can't add one jot or one tittle to anything. So we might as well just relax and trust that it's going to work out. You spend just as much energy fretting about it not working out. Why not use that energy to have a good attitude and trust that it's going to work out?
And so, as we are wrapping up, we want to say you can find the 4 minute mark on YouTube until
Yes.
until the hostages are released. You
Have mercy.
you can find Mark on YouTube. The 4 minute mark is a really phenomenal podcast. I like the fact that it's only 4 minutes. I like that the fact that it gives you some really good nuggets to push you along your day, and
Hmm.
it's still with us. Yes, the 4 minute mark. Yes. So, with that, we want to say thank you for tuning in today to our little bit of conversation. Hopefully, we trust that you got something from this, that you, one little piece of nugget, one little something that can propel you forward, something that's going to help you take the hassle out of your
So,
hustle and build a profitable business that's fun to run. First Monday is coming up next
oh
Monday.
my goodness.
Yes, we are going to be at Seasons 52 if you are in Sacramento, California. We may pull in somebody live and in
Mm.
person. But whoever comes to speak with us, it's going to be great. We had a good turnout last Monday. We're doing it in the daytime now, which seems to be better during the lunch hour from 11:30 to 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time over at Seasons 52 on Arden Fair Mall. So if you are in the Sacramento area, we invite you to join us. Just show up and let's talk. Yay! So that's
Guys,
coming
go
up
ahead.
next
Next
week,
Monday.
next Monday. So with that, Terry, do you have anything else to add?
I just want to say, you know, we look forward to these conversations with you. And Mark, we will be continuing to agree with you that it will be restored, nothing missing, nothing broken to your podcast data. So, with that, I want to remind everybody it's okay to make money in your business and to have a positive attitude toward life. So with that, we remind you that, hey, to join BizChicks, you can simply text Biz to 33777, or you can go to bizchicks.net and join our community. We would love to share with others what it is you do and how you serve. Have a great day, and we'll see you
Thanks,
soon.
Dr. Tachi, and everybody who tuned in today. Bye bye.
Bye bye, everyone.